here. I think this is going to be the top. That's going to be the highest it's going to go. Hold on a second, folks. I have another eraser I can use. I just realized that. It's here. It's in one of my bags somewhere. Oh, that's not it. Boy. Yep, carry all these materials with me. I might start inking this for you all. What did I do with this? This is the... Here it is, folks. This is how it works. This is the, what I call the muck and mire of everyday drawing and sketching. Inking as well. For the typical artists out there, I'm sure. Oh, these are the ones... Oh, no, that was a Blick Studio. It's, that's Blick, too. I'm trying to find... I have this one eraser that is a click eraser. Again, I don't remember the brand. It could have been Pentel. It usually is Pentel. Or Tough Stuff. That's what it is. Now I can't find it. And I don't know why. Just when you need something, isn't that the case? Oh, there it is. Alright, folks. This is one of my favorite erasers. It's called Tough Stuff. And you can just click it out like that. You know, a little bit, not too much. I mean, you just click it at the top and push it in to retract it. You want to get just a little bit, maybe a quarter of an inch, about that, maybe less, to use it in erasing pencil lines in fine corners, fine detail. Oh, I'm going to drop the pencil. Caught that. This is me in whenever I have my drawing days, this is what I do. Alright, let's see if we can... Sorry if this is too long for anybody. I may have to edit this for reviewing purposes, I should say. Alright, let me see. I got too much... I know it seems like I got a lot on the table, but So I'm going to create a line here. Oh, we're going to get a little creative here. Okay, this is a little bit of creative license that I'm going to take. Because I have to create the hilt. He didn't draw it, so I have to do it. And I want to give it a three-dimensional feel. Like this. So I just can tell that this is too tight. It's like drawing a washer on a steel pipe. So if you can imagine a washer, you got to make it a little bit bigger. You don't have to, but you can. Now that's very circular. We're leaving a little room on the inside, which is not what I intended. Let's go back over it again. There we go. That's better. So I think the hilt actually is even more important than the blade. I know, what a crazy thought, right? Not only in drawing, but I've actually used swords in the past, katanas, seppuku swords. I've practiced with them. And your hilt, you have to check the hilt of your swords. They actually have to be, I don't like this, though this is the leftover line from the original drawing, so we're going to bypass that. And the way that I do that is I just blatantly ignore it. In my mind, and I'm going to create my own, sections of the blade, of the hilt, excuse me. So we're going to angle it. We have to be doing a semicircle that looks legitimately, see, that was not very well drawn. Okay, there we go. And we're going to come back to it in a second, okay? So everybody just hold on and let's see what we can get out of this Okay, here we go. See, automatically I can tell you that I'm very not happy with the laying of the line. I gotta use my brush, stop using my hand. Normally I put a glove on, but that's usually for inking purposes. So I'll show you all that either in this video or another one coming soon to write live draw. And then we want to make sure that we get this one here, this section here. I like to create a double sort of a spacing between the sections. So we're going to do that. And I'll tell you why in a second here. And it doesn't have to be, it could be a wrap, which you would leave here. Or if you create a three-dimensional view here, then they become sections within the structure of the tube of this cylinder. So the hilt is actually just a cylinder. This is like drawing 101 for anyone that's taken like drawing classes, I suppose. At least one of the things that I had to teach myself to do better and better with was not just drawing anatomy and crazy looking characters and monsters and stuff like that, but also how to draw 3 dimensions within 3 dimensions. I hope that makes sense. Oops. Bungle that. That's okay. Now, for anyone thinking, well, why do all these details now? Why not do them later? I, for one, I can ink relatively quickly. However, in order for me to ink at my fastest while still being accurate, I need to know where everything goes. That's just the type of inker that I am. I don't know about others, whether it's Scott Williams, whether it's Sandra Hope, whether it's, oh my gosh, some of the greats, Joseph Rubinstein. And I don't always have to know where everything goes, but I kind of like to know that in my head before I go and attack the, bring in the crow quills or the Hunt 102 quills or the, and you can see that I'm trying to make it very hand-drawn. I want to have it appear to be 3-dimensional and sectional, but it's very important to me that it does appear as if it is drawn, as if it would, if it's drawn by a human hand. That's just my take on it. Any type of drawing like this. Then I think to the human eye, when they see it, whether you're a comic book reader or not, or a fan of fantasy art or popular culture, pop culture, shows on, let me sharpen this up a little bit, on Netflix or whatever, like The Witcher, regardless of what it is that you like, if you come to this drawing with your naked eye and you look at something, you look it over, and it works for you, and you come to a detail like this, if it, how do I say this that makes sense to the listener? Oh, see, even here I made a mistake because the original line, drawing, holding, oh, that's another thing I'll talk about, holding lines and inking later. Oh yeah, there we go. All right. So if it appears, hopefully that's better than what we had at the beginning. And you can all, anybody out there can let me know in the comments what they think. So again, bear in mind that this isn't an original drawing by me. It's by a friend who shall remain nameless for the purposes of this instructional video. And he entrusted me to finish his drawing in the graphite from the original blue pencil that he had laid down. Sort of tighten up and fix any mistakes that were there. And then go ahead and ink it. And I think I have his email somewhere. Once it's done, I'll send him a copy of it, picture of it, video of it, whatever, because you can do both these days. All right, so I'm a big fan of, let me see if I can make this very, very clear. uh, Now, I think the old saying is that form must follow function. I think that form must lead function. So form must lead function. At least that's my take on it. Because the form of anything is decided by what it does or what you do to it or it does to you. I hope that makes sense. Okay, folks, hold on. I got to check the time on this video. All right, we've been at it for 36 minutes. We're going to have to call this time for now. Actually, let me do a second follow-up to this, and then I'll just go ahead and finish the scabbard here, and then you'll be able to see the development of that. All right, and then we'll get into the left elbow here. All right, thank you for sticking with me as far as you did. Again, if you're so inclined, feel free to come over to my companion channel where I do unboxings as well of graded comics, raw comics, toys, a lot of raw comics these days because I'm kind of staying away. I'm kind of borderline staying away from a lot of graded comics. Also, I'll be doing unboxings of other items, maybe equipment that I'll be using and so forth for the videos. So I'll be over at Art of Business 1 on YouTube. You can find me there. And of course this channel, which is my main art channel, which is Write Live Draw. And don't forget, that has to be there for me. Hopefully, if this finds you well, I might be there for you as well. Life that you draw in, a life that you write in, is a life well lived. All right, on that note, I'll see you all in the next one. If you can, on the way out, please hit the subscribe button. Definitely hit the thumbs up. And I hope to see you all on the next one.